Have you ever imagined Starship operating beyond U.S. soil and not just for space exploration? It sounds unbelievable, but that vision might become a reality very soon. Recently, a new FAA document has just revealed some groundbreaking potential point-to-point missions for Starship, hinting at its incredibly important military roles. This opens up exciting possibilities for SpaceX to expand its operations far beyond what we've ever seen from the company. Find out all the juicy details in today's episode. Recently, the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, conducted a series of environmental assessments concerning Starship landings in the Indian Ocean region. Amidst these evaluations, one location swiftly captured significant attention: the coast of Australia. This interest is well-founded, as Australia has long been a crucial strategic partner for the United States in the Indo-Pacific region. Especially on July 30th, Reuters reported that SpaceX is in discussions with U.S. and Australian officials about landing and recovering one of its Starship rockets off the Australian coast. This can be seen as the first step towards a larger SpaceX presence in the region, and also reflecting the growing security ties between the two nations. To better understand the legal framework for this cooperation, we should mention the Technology Safeguard Agreement, TSA, between the U.S. and Australia, signed on October 26, 2023. The TSA marks a significant milestone, facilitating U.S. companies in conducting space launches from Australia while protecting sensitive U.S. technology, including rockets and satellites. The TSA has several key points worth noting. It allows U.S. companies to conduct space launch activities from Australian spaceports. This not only boosts Australia's space industry, but also creates numerous high-tech job opportunities for locals. The TSA ensures that sensitive U.S. technology is handled correctly and safely during launches from Australia, safeguarding the national security interests of both countries. Additionally, this agreement is part of a long-standing partnership between the U.S. and Australia in technology and space, reflecting mutual trust and respect. Finally, the TSA opens new commercial opportunities for both nations, especially in the space and high-tech sectors. This could lead to the development of space tech clusters in Australia, attracting investment and talent from around the globe. Given these factors, it seems very likely that SpaceX, alongside the U.S. military, is seriously paying so much attention and resources to launching a Starship from Texas and recovering it off the coast of Australia in the future. To make this plan a reality, there will need to be a relaxation of U.S. export control on advanced space technology to Australia. This might seem like a significant challenge, but in reality, it's not an insurmountable issue. The reason is that the U.S. and Australia are both members of the Five Eyes Agreement, a comprehensive intelligence alliance between the U.S., UK, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. This special relationship provides a solid foundation for close cooperation between the two countries, especially in areas related to national security and high technology. If there's a successful test landing of Starship off the coast of Australia, it could pave the way for future land-based landings. Much like how Starship is designed to land onshore in the U.S., SpaceX could implement the same technology in Australia. This could lead to the construction of infrastructure to support Starship landings on Australian soil. Furthermore, logic suggests that if a site can be used for landing, it also has the potential to become a launch site. Therefore, in the future, as things progress, we might see the emergence of spaceports with launch towers for the Starship system in Australia. This will open up new opportunities for the space industries of both nations. Did you know for a military cargo flight from the U.S. to Australia, it takes around 15 hours, while a commercial flight takes about 20 to 21 hours? But with Starship, you could make the trip in under an hour, launching from one point on Earth, going into space, and landing at another. This has been talked about for decades. It's called point-to-point suborbital transportation, or point-to-point delivery. However, until recently, this idea was considered impractical due to numerous technical and economic challenges, issues like high costs, safety concern, and the limited reusability of traditional rocket systems made this concept difficult to implement on a large scale. The advent of Starship has revolutionized this landscape. With its groundbreaking design and rapid development pace, Starship has brought new hope to the idea of point-to-point rocket transportation. Starship's fully reusable nature, large payload capacity, and projected low operating costs have revived this concept, making it more feasible than ever. Gregory Spangers, chief scientist overseeing the rocket cargo program at the Air Force Research Laboratory, AFRL, stated, "We've looked at this for 7 years, and it never made any sense. Now, we're finding that, indeed, it's looking a lot more attractive than it has in the past. Indeed, point-to-point transportation is one of the special applications of Starship that the military has been eyeing since the program's inception." During a seminar on January 30th at the Space Mobility Conference, Spangers revealed that the AFRL and SpaceX have been digging through various scenarios to use the company's massive Starship rocket for rapid global cargo transport. It seems that the progress is looking very promising. Speaking on June 24th at the Mitchell Institute for Aerospace Studies, General Stephen Whiting expressed his enthusiasm for the Air Force Research Laboratory's efforts on rocket cargo for point-to-point delivery. "We're excited about the work that the Air Force Research Lab has done on rocket cargo," Whiting said. "There's a lot to be worked out here, and to understand how it would happen." According to current sources, although the U.S. has several rocket companies, the military is primarily focusing on Starship. The year 2022 marked a significant milestone when the U.S. Air Force awarded SpaceX a 5-year, $102 million contract. The goal of this contract is to demonstrate the technologies and capabilities for transporting military cargo and humanitarian aid worldwide using heavy rockets. The reality is that no current vehicle can match Starship's capability for transporting large volumes of cargo or significant numbers of people on a suborbital intercontinental flight. This positions Starship uniquely in the realms of space and military transportation. For a space transportation system to truly scale and be cost-effective, it must be capable of high-capacity transport. This means not just carrying a handful of people, but having the ability to transport hundreds of passengers, akin to a large commercial airplane, or tens of tons of cargo in a single flight. Currently, in the realm of suborbital transport, there are only a few spacecraft capable of carrying people and cargo. Two notable examples are Blue Origin's New Shepard and Virgin Galactic's Spaceship Two. However, their transport capacities are still quite limited. They can only carry a few hundred kilograms of cargo and fewer than 10 passengers per flight. Interestingly, a subsidiary of Virgin Galactic, Virgin Orbit, once worked on point-to-point transport but went bankrupt due to an inability to secure new funding. Virgin Galactic has now abandoned its plans for suborbital point-to-point transport and has instead focused more on space tourism. As for Blue Origin, they are more focused on orbital activities with New Glenn and space projects like Blue Moon and Orbital Reef. Consequently, vehicles like New Shepard and Spaceship Two are primarily designed to serve space tourism, offering a handful of wealthy customers a brief, weightless experience that typically lasts only a few minutes. When it comes to realizing Starship's point-to-point transport functionality, SpaceX and the U.S. military are undeniably serious and determined. However, the gap between theory and practice is always a significant challenge, especially for a project as ambitious and complex as Starship. Transitioning from blueprint to reality involves many factors that need careful consideration. One of the most crucial factors is the selection of launch and landing sites for Starship. Currently, we only have information suggesting that Starship may land at a location along Australia's coast bordering the Indian Ocean. However, for efficient operation, SpaceX needs to establish a complete base there. After considering various factors, it seems that the west or north coast of Australia would be the prime choice for such a facility. Australia's major LNG, liquefied natural gas plants, are primarily concentrated in this region, making it highly convenient for Starship's launch and landing operations, as they need a fuel supply to get everything started. Moreover, the western and northern parts of Australia host numerous Navy and Air Force bases. Specifically, Western Australia is home to the Naval Communication Station Harold E. Holt, a joint communication base between Australia and the U.S. In the Northern Territory, we have RAF Base Darwin and RAF Base Tyndall, both with a significant presence of U.S. forces, particularly the U.S. Marine Rotational Force. Moreover, we also have Pine Gap, an important intelligence and communication facility near Alice Springs, which is operated jointly by Australia and the U.S. The presence of these military facilities can ensure robust communication and technical support for SpaceX. It's truly ideal to launch and land in a very large, friendly, and open ally country, isn't it? Do you have any thoughts on other potential locations for SpaceX's facilities in Australia? When Elon Musk and the SpaceX team launched the Starship project, they carried an ambitious dream to land humans on Mars. This is not merely a technical goal, but a vision for the future of humanity as a multi-planetary civilization. Starship is designed to be the key vehicle in this mission. As development progressed, Starship's superior capabilities quickly caught NASA's attention. NASA realized that Starship could play a crucial role in the Artemis program, an initiative to return humans to the moon and establish a lasting presence there. Starship was chosen as the lunar lander for this program. What is truly remarkable is how Starship has extended its scope beyond traditional space exploration. As the system has become more refined and developed, it has also attracted the military's interest, recognizing that Starship could provide enormous benefits not only in space, but also here on Earth. They see in Starship a tool that could revolutionize the deployment of forces and supplies globally. Imagine a scenario where relief efforts and supplies could reach any point on Earth in under an hour. This could completely transform our response to natural disasters, humanitarian crises, or even military emergencies. NASA may see Starship as a vehicle to reach the stars. But beyond that, Starship also helps us find new ways to improve life on our own planet. Starship is not just a means to conquer space. It is becoming a tool that has the potential to reshape our understanding of distance, time, and human capability in addressing global challenges. Well, the presence of SpaceX facilities in Australia won't happen overnight. It's going to take decades. However, negotiations and investments are definitely in the works right now. How long do you think it will be before we see SpaceX making waves in Australia? Comment below. All right, that's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth looks at the latest advancements in space technology. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.